Hello students, welcome to my channel Priya Gulati Maths. Children, today I am going to solve a very important question from your NCERT exemplar book from chapter Real Numbers. The question is prove that root 5 plus root 3 is irrational. Now this question we do it by contradiction method. Now what is meant by contradiction method? That whatever is required to prove in the question, we have to assume just the opposite of it to be true. For example, in this question, it is given to prove that root 5 plus root 3 is irrational. So what I will assume, just the opposite of root 5 plus root 3 is irrational. So what is the opposite of root 5 plus root 3 is irrational? The opposite is root 5 plus root 3 is rational. So after doing this assumption, we will follow certain steps, and we will come across one particular step where we will see that whatever I have assumed is wrong. So if our assumption is wrong, then what is the correct statement? The correct statement is root 5 plus root 3 is irrational. So if I say the correct statement is root 5 plus root 3 is irrational, it means that my question is done, right? So let us do this question by contradiction method. Come to the solution. So first I will have to write, see, in this type of question there is lot to you have to write down, so you have to do it the same way as I am doing it in the this lecture. So let us assume that to the contrary root 5 plus root 3 is rational. So and you already know that if a number is rational number, root 5 plus root 3 is a rational number, it means I can express it in the form of a rational number a upon b, where a and b are integers and a and b are co-primes and b should not be equal to 0. What do you mean by co-prime? Understand with the help of this example. Suppose if I take two numbers 11, 7. So if I take a as 11 and b as 17, I write it as 11 upon 17. A upon b can be written as 11 upon 17. Now these two numbers are co-prime. Co-prime means I cannot cancel these two numbers. The only common factor in 11 and 17 is 1. So which I can show by writing it as 11 into 1 divided by 17 into 1. So in a way, co-prime numbers are those numbers, if I divide them, they do not have any factor common in them. Means I cannot cancel them. Understand? So this is what we mean by co-prime. And another condition is b should not be equal to 0. This is also the condition for a rational number, that the denominator should not be equal to 0. Because if b is equal to 0, it means that a upon b will become undefined. So that is why we have to take b not equal to 0. So this is your rational number root 5 plus root 3 expressed in the form of a upon b. What our next purpose will be, that you can see there are two terms of root. You can see root 5, you can see root 3. What I have to do now, that either I bring root 5 on one side or I bring root 3 on one side. So if I bring root 5 on one side, rest of the term I will bring on the right side. So I am choosing root 5 to bring on one side. So I keep root 5 on left side and rest root 3 I bring on the right side. So what I will get in this step, a upon b minus root 3. आप root 3 को इधर रख के root 5 को भी यहाँ ला सकते थे, but I am doing it by taking root 5 on left side, right? So what next I will do now, I will square both sides. Next step में if I square the both sides, what I will get, why we are squaring both sides, so that this square root sign can be removed from the root 5 term. So squaring both sides, so I write root 5 whole square and this whole term as a whole you write down whole square. Now root 5 square means root 5 into root 5 and root 5 into root 5 means 5, right? Up right side mein you can use the identity x minus y whole square wala. So this can be written as x square, which gives you a square upon b square, minus 2 into x into y will give you 2 into a upon b into root 3, plus b square term will be root 3 square, and root 3 square means root 3 into root 3, which gives you 3. So this is simply the expansion of identity x minus y whole square. So you will get all these three terms, right? Now what next I will do, अब आप देखिए जो आपका लेफ्ट साइड है वहाँ से रूट साइन रिमूव हो गया, बट इन द राइट साइड you see there is one term which is having a root term in it, that is root 3. So our next purpose will be to isolate this root 3. Means I will try to express this equation in such a way so that a root 3 comes alone on one side and rest all the terms on the other side. So step by step what I will do, first of all you see 5 is a constant, 3 is a constant. So if I bring 3 on the left side, 5 minus 3 will give you 2, right? And right side where you keep these two terms as it is, right? Next step में what you will do, now this is the term which is containing root 3. First I will bring this term as a whole on one side and rest all the terms on the other side. So I will bring this minus 2 root 3 a upon b on left side. So it will become 2 root 3 a upon b. This a square upon b square is on the right side. Now this left side में 2 को I bring on the right side, so it becomes a square upon b square minus 2. So what I have done here, the term which was having root 3 in it, I have brought it on one side and rest all the terms in this equation on the right side, right? अब आप next step में आ जाइए. This term is as it is. Now a square upon b square minus 2. 2 को I can also write as 2 upon 1. Now I have to subtract these two terms. So I will take the LCM of b square comma 1. So the LCM of b square and 1 is b square. Next step में b square divided by b square gives you 1. 1 into a square gives you a square. Minus minus b square divided by 1 gives you b square into 2 gives you 2b square. So this is how your right hand side will become a square minus 2b square upon b square. Next, as I have told you, I have to keep only this root 3 on left side, और जो रूट 3 के साथ आप ये जो 2 इंटू ए न्यूमरेटर में और b डिनोमिनेटर में, दिस a, b and 2 I want to remove from the left side. So what I will do step by step. First I will remove b from the denominator. So for that what I will do, keep the numerator as it is and b को आप इसको क्रॉस करके आप यहाँ राइट साइड में लेके आ सकते हैं. और बिफोर दैट यू कैन सिंपली कैंसल इट फ्रॉम हेयर इटसेल्फ. ये जो b है, दिस b gets cancelled with one of the b of b square. So this b square can be written as b into b. तो ये वाला b एक b के साथ कैंसिल हो जाएगा, तो मैं यहाँ से स्क्वायर का हटा देती हूँ कैंसिल करके. सो व्हाट रिमेन्स फ्रॉम द राइट साइड, b. Understood? This is b and this is b into b. One b I can cancel. So that I am showing by cancelling out this square. पावर को मैंने कैंसिल कर दिया and this will become 1 now, right? And you will get in the next step 2 root 3 a equals to a square minus 2b square, और यहाँ पर आपका only 1b will remain, right? अब next what I have to do, अब आप देखिए root 3 के साथ there is 2 into a. So I want to remove this 2 also and a also because they are getting multiplied on left side with root 3, and when I bring 2a on the right side it will get divided. So next step में what I will do, 2 into a will get crossed, multiply होकर के denominator में आके divide हो जाएगा. So next step will be like this, root 3 equals to a square minus 2b square upon 2 into a into b. So let us come to the next step. Now what do you see in this step, root 3 equals to a square minus 2b square. वो जो 2a root 3 के साथ multiply हो रहा था, it will come in the denominator. So what you are getting finally, root 3 अब देखिए isolate हो गया. Root 3 is all alone on one side and rest all the terms of the equation they have come on the right side. So यही हमारा purpose था root 3 को isolate करने का, meaning यही होता है, right? इसको हम equation 1 label कर देते हैं. Now what do you see on the right side? By our assumption, a is an integer, b is an integer. Okay. Now look at the numerator. If a is an integer, a square will also be an integer. Suppose कर लो, if 3 is an integer, 3 square means 3 into 3 will again be an integer, which is 9, right? So understand it this way. If a is integer, a square is integer, minus 2 is an integer, b is an integer. If b is an integer, b square is also integer. So it means this term is like 2 into b square. It means 2 into integer into integer. So integer into integer will again be some other new integer, right? So it means न्यूमरेटर आपका कैसे हो गया, इंटीजर माइनस इंटीजर, एंड इंटीजर माइनस इंटीजर इज अगेन सम न्यू इंटीजर विच आई रिप्रेजेंट बाय आई. इंटीजर को मैं आई से रिप्रेजेंट कर देती हूँ, राइट? अब ये तो हो गया आपका न्यूमरेटर. सो न्यूमरेटर में आपने क्या फाइंड करा कि इट इज़ एन इंटीजर. नाउ कम टू द डिनोमिनेटर. अब डिनोमिनेटर में देखिए ए और बी को हमने इंटीजर ले रखा है. सो 2 इज ऑल्सो एन इंटीजर. सो इंटीजर इंटू इंटीजर विल गिव यू सम अदर न्यू इंटीजर. Means this denominator as a whole is again some other integer. So ये भी denominator भी आपका integer हो गया, तो numerator भी integer divided by denominator is also integer. And you know that by the definition of rational number, integer upon integer is a rational number. So what does it mean? That our right side of this equation is a rational number. Understand? So how will I write this? Since a and b are integers, therefore RHS, right hand side of equation 1 is a rational number. I hope children you have understood that how this right hand side is a rational number, because numerator integer divided by denominator integer and integer upon integer is a rational number. So right side is a rational number. So if the right side is a rational number, it means the left side, which is root 3 should also be rational number, right? But we know that root 3 is irrational. Why we say that root 3 is irrational? Remember children, any prime number, if I write square root of any prime number, this formula I have given in my earlier lectures also, square root of any prime number is always a irrational number, right? तो आप देखिए रूट जो 3 होता है, 3 इज अ प्राइम नंबर, सो दैट मीन्स स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 3 इज अ इरेशनल नंबर. तो किसी भी प्राइम नंबर का आप स्क्वायर रूट ले लोगे तो दैट नंबर विल बिकम एन इरेशनल नंबर. सो दैट इज वाई वी से दैट root 3 is irrational. But what we have come across after doing all this working, that root 3 is rational, right? But what is the correct statement? We know it that root 3 is irrational. तो इसका मतलब क्या हुआ हमारा, ये वाला स्टेटमेंट कि रूट 3 रैशनल है और जो सेकंड स्टेटमेंट जो है रूट 3 इरेशनल है, ये दोनों आपस में क्लैश कर गए. क्लैश का मतलब क्या होता है, कॉन्ट्राडिक्ट कर गए. तो इसी को हम कहते हैं बाय कॉन्ट्राडिक्शन मेथड. कि ये हमारे पास कैसे आया कि रूट 3 इज रैशनल, ये हमने जो एजम्पशन किया था बिगनिंग में, दैट आई कैन शो अगेन दिस स्टेप व्हाट आई हैव अज्यूम्ड इन द बिगनिंग, दैट रूट 5 प्लस रूट 3 इज रैशनल. इस अजम्पशन पर बेस्ड हमने सारा वर्किंग करा और उसी अजम्पशन के वजह से हमारे को रूट 3 रैशनल मिल गया. बट दिस इज अ रॉन्ग स्टेटमेंट. सो व्हाट इज़ द करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट, रूट 3 इज़ इरेशनल. तो इस ये जो हमारा कॉन्ट्राडिक्शन आया है, ये किस वजह से आया, बिकॉज ऑफ आवर एजम्पशन. तो इसको हम कैसे लिखेंगे, दिस गिव्स राइज टू अ कॉन्ट्राडिक्शन. कॉन्ट्राडिक्शन किस वजह से मिला, अगेन अंडरस्टैंड कि एक हमारा जो वर्किंग जो चल रहा था रूट 3 रैशनल मिल गया उस वर्किंग के अकॉर्डिंगली. बट जो ट्रुथ है वो ये है कि रूट 3 तो इरेशनल होता है, कि दोनों स्टेटमेंट आपस में एक दूसरे को ऑपोजिट माने कि दे आर क्लैशिंग ईच अदर. सो दिस गिव्स राइज टू अ कॉन्ट्राडिक्शन, दैट इज देयर इज अ क्लैश, राइट. तो ये क्लैश हुआ किस वजह से, कि हमने जो एजम्पशन किया था बिगनिंग में, सो उसको हम कैसे लिखेंगे, देयरफॉर आवर एजम्पशन दैट रूट 5 प्लस रूट 3 इज रैशनल इज रॉन्ग. whatever assumption we made is wrong. So what is the correct statement? Correct statement is that root 5 plus root 3 is irrational. तो इसको हम कैसे लिखेंगे, our assumption that root 5 plus root 3 is rational is wrong. So we conclude that root 5 plus root 3 is irrational. Means rational का just opposite वाला हम लिख देंगे irrational. यही आपका करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट है और यही आपको प्रूव करना था क्वेश्चन में कि रूट 5 प्लस रूट 3, क्वेश्चन वाज प्रूव दैट रूट 5 प्लस रूट 3 इज इरेशनल. सो आप देखिए चिल्ड्रन, एजम्पशन को रॉन्ग प्रूव करके हमने क्या प्रूव कर दिया कि रूट 5 प्लस रूट 3 इज इरेशनल. एंड दिस इज व्हाट यू आर रिक्वायर्ड टू प्रूव इन द क्वेश्चन. सो दिस इज हाउ यू हैव टू डू दिस क्वेश्चन बाय कॉन्ट्राडिक्शन मैथड. ओके चिल्ड्रन, बाय.